If you're planning a trip to Venice, you're probably overwhelmed by the number of choices for lodging, food, and drink. So I'm going to show you our choices that we made for our recent trip to Venice and also some reviews about whether or not I like these places.
I've stayed at multiple Airbnbs when I've been to Italy, and they've always been pretty good. This one, it was also extremely nice. The rules might be changing, so there was no combination key box allowed. The location near Rialto Bridge was very convenient for water bus and also a short walk to St. Mark's Square.
For restaurants, as I've said before, stay out of the popular tourist areas like St. Mark's Square. Go a little bit farther away from those areas and you'll find restaurants with better food and better quality for the price.
Around the corner from our Airbnb was this place where we enjoyed our first Hugo Spritz and eggplant parm. We went to this next place for dinner where we had this great seafood mix, antipasta, and linguine with clams. But this was our favorite restaurant. The place was small, but the food was really incredible. This octopus and polenta was amazing. They don't charge a service fee, which is typical for most restaurants, and they also gave us free limoncello and cookies for dessert. For a money-saving tip, just drink the free water and stop by a food market where we found this wine for under €2. That was pretty good. These peaches cost more than the wine.
While you're in Venice, you should try a cicchetti, which is like a little afternoon snack. And we did this right before we started drinking at this little wine bar, which I'll show you in a sec.
We found this lovely place with fresh, tasty offerings called Trattoria Antica Bamba. It's a little bit hard to find. You'll need to look down this small alley all the way to the end. We had some sardines, meatballs, and focaccia, which were the perfect snack because we were just down the street from this little wine bar called Tiro Vino. Here's where we got our €5 Hugo Spritzes, which you can get in to-go cups or in glasses. And they were so good, they didn't last very long.
It's so sad. My cup is empty.
There are so many more places we could have tried, but there are only so many meals, and we never had a bad one. Hope these tips help you plan your next trip to Venice, and happy eating. See you out there.